welcome to another episode of Skinterviews by Nathan and George. We are in season 2 and it's well underway. I'm one of your two hosts. My name is George Skandalis, and this guy,
Nathan Strom.
Nathan Strom. What's going on, Nathan Strom? How are you today?
I'm excited, buddy. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm having a great day today. My hair looks good. I feel I look like a Disney prince, eh?
Oh, tell me about it.
I had to bring my A game after your haircut. You're trying to size me up here, and it's not good. It's not good.
I don't even come close. Remember, I'm the drummer. You're the lead singer. We've already talked about that.
I don't know about that, Nathan. You're taller. You're more fit. You've got the accent. If I had your accent, I'd be winning all the time. I'm telling you. Like, I'm shorter. I'm chubbier. But today, I got good hair.
I love it. You know why I'm excited today?
What is it? Because Full Script has sponsored another episode of Skinterviews?
Well, there's that. I always love it when Full Script get behind us, but it's our first industry episode of the season.
Well, I got quite the story about this industry episode before we get our guest on. But I want to remind our viewers, that Skinterviews Season 2 is brought to you by Full Script. So all my doctor friends listening to this, you need to get on this stuff. And I'll tell you why. It is the ultimate platform for those who want to do wellness the right way, the personal way. It has the industry's most comprehensive catalog of over 300 plus quality products, making safe supplements more accessible and more affordable. But most importantly, it's making personalized treatment plans for the patient from the doctor. No more guessing games, no more going to your local drug mart, walking down the aisle deciding, should I take vitamin C, vitamin D? Will it interact with any medication I'm on? Get it right from your doctor. If you go to your doctor, if you're a regular viewer and you're patient, tell them, get on Full Script because George Skandalis says so. Yes?
Agree.
Good. Do you know who this person is today to me?
I think she's pretty special.
She's very special. Let me give you a little background story. So I started off in the world of cosmetics and aesthetics and beauty. And after a long time, I had left. And I show up at a wedding for a family friend's wedding. And there's a young woman there that I've known since I was 5 or 6 years old. In fact, people used to tell us that when we grew up, they were going to get us married. Okay?
Wow.
Now, ironically enough, at that wedding, she says to me, hey, I'm looking for somebody that is good at sales. And I said, well, what kind of sales? In the beauty industry. And I said, well, look, I'm from the beauty industry, but I don't know if I'm necessarily a good salesperson, but I have some business development background in. And I'm like, tell me about it. She goes, send me your resume. And so one of the reasons I'm here today, and one of the reasons I'm at this point in my career, is very much awarded to somebody that has been a lifelong family friend that decided not to marry me, and I had to go the other way out of the heartbreak. Yes, she's the reason I am now married to a man. And because if she breaks your heart, it's all over. That's what I got to say about her. A lot of people in our industry watching this interview are going to know her because whenever she goes to their clinic, they call me, they're like, I think your sister was just here. Because a lot of people tell us that we look alike, like we could be brother and sister. And she's a legend in our industry. She's a business development manager. Right now, she's a senior business partner at Galderma Canada. She's got over 15 years experience in this industry. And anybody that's worked with her knows what a force she is in the workforce. She's good at her job. She's a wonderful personality. She's incredibly beautiful, probably because she looks like me. And I am thrilled that the first industry person we have on the show is none other somebody that I would consider to be my sister, Caterina Paggos. Please welcome her. Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
We're good. We're good.
I'm so happy and I'm so blessed and so thankful that you have me on today. What an intro. My God. I don't think I have as good as hair as George today.
I don't know. I think you're giving him a run for his money tonight.
We have that going for us. So thank you so much for having me today.
No, thank you for being on. I'm loving the curls.
Absolutely. Oh, come on. Let's be honest, guys. She called me and she begged me. I
was begging. I'm like, what do you mean? You haven't had me on
yet? Actually, for everybody watching the show, it's been quite the opposite. She's like, I don't know if I want to do this. I'm really nervous. I'm not ready. It's not me. I don't like being on camera. Well,
right? Don't like the spotlight. So that's where we're opposite. I think George, he flourishes in the spotlight. I'm more
not George.
But then I have the balance with Nathan, so I'm all good now. Now I feel better.
That's good. Pat, how are you? How's life?
Good. Honestly, it's very busy. I think that we are so blessed to be in this industry. We had a little bit of a scare, as everyone did this year. But thankfully, everything is up and running, and cross fingers, everything will go well to the end of the year.
I'm sure it will. Should we get right into the interview? Is there anything you want to ask Nathan and I before we start?
Ask you? Well, I think we all look at the same tonight. Like, what's going on? We're all wearing white. Did we? What happened?
I think you planned it. You've been watching Skinterviews.
Yeah. Well, I needed to match my pretty ladies in the background. So, what do you think?
They're gorgeous. You know what? They're stunning. And for anybody listening, I got to tell them that Katarina just recently bought a new house, and let them know. And I went to her house, Nathan, and it is like walking into a magazine.
No, stop.
No, honestly, I'm like, who did your decor? Who did your interior decor? She's like, I did it myself. You like it?
Right? Like I have it's pretty things. It has to be pretty. It has to be feminine. It's a woman's house.
It's pretty bomb. Like it's pretty cool. Like in a woman's house that has a cigar lounge.
Wow. Hello.
Wow.
It's a cognac and a cigar room. So you have to have one of each, or else you can't sit there. That's the whole point.
That's
it. When COVID's over, I'm coming to the housewarming.
My pleasure. Please do.
Absolutely. All right, Kat.
Cheers for that.
Cheers.
Okay, let's do it. Cheers.
Cheers,
And breathe.
All right. I know a lot of the answers to a lot of these questions, but it's not about what I know. It's about our viewers getting to know you and people in the industry getting to know you. Although I really think everybody does know you, but there's certain things that people don't know that they're going to find out about you today. So we're going to go right back to your day of birth. You enter this world. Your amazing mother, hi, Christine, I absolutely love you. Your amazing mother decides to name you Caterina Paggos. Is there a middle name?
Yes.
Were you named after someone? And is there any meaning behind your name?
Okay, so my full name is Caterina Pagos. Does that sound Greek or what?
Wow.
Yeah, so I was definitely named after someone. So we have a tradition that we're usually named after the father's parents. So my grandmother's name is Katarina. My middle name is actually my mother's original name. So Christine, as George knows her, is not really Christine, it's Chrysanthi, which means golden flower. And Pagos is Pagos. That's my last name.
Pagos means ice.
Pagos means ice, exactly. Yeah.
I love that. Golden flower.
Yeah.
The golden flower of ice.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're too hot to be ice. It should have been like, Fotia. Katerina Fotia.
Yeah, fire.
Fire. Kat, were you born in Toronto?
I was born in East York, Ontario.
Ah, rep in East York, eh?
Yeah.
And, the next question we always ask is about siblings, but I know you have your amazing brother. And I think, Nathan, you've got some family photos we can pull up.
I do. I'll bring them up now.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah.
So tell us about the pics.
So both my parents, obviously Christine on one side, John on the other, we look a little bit tanned. I don't know what happened in this picture. My father looks a little bit like George Hamilton for some reason.
He does.
And the other pic is me and my brother, obviously enjoying cognac, right?
Yep. And you know what's crazy? The pic of you guys, the one with you and your parents, that was the wedding that I was talking about.
That was the wedding. You're right, George. That was the wedding.
I remember because of your dress. You looked like such a knockout that night. I was like, wow.
Aww,
look at
so
yeah.
sweet. Thank you.
I should have married you.
You could have been living in this wonderful house, George, with me.
I'd be in the cognac and cigar lounge room.
Right.
Yes, and then we'd go to the dining room.
Well, we have to take stages. There's everything has a moment in the evening.
So tell me, growing up, who was mom and dad's favorite? You or your brother?
There's no question. Obviously, it was me. We shouldn't even be discussing these details on camera. My brother's going to kill me after this interview.
Do I need to call Christine and find out who the favorite was?
No.
Are you being honest?
Totally.
And as adults, who's the favorite?
It's still me.
I love the confidence.
Right? Like, come on, let's be honest. I'm kidding. I'm sure my parents love us both equally, but at the end of the day, it's still me.
So are you the older or the younger sibling?
I am. I'm the eldest, and I'm the mother. So my brother hates that about me because he's always like, "Can you stop being mom? I have a mom." But it's kind of like this personality we almost adopt as older children. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I'm the oldest as well. And did you feel like you had to pave the way and you had to sort of knock your parents down, and your younger sibling got it a lot easier than you with things like curfews and going out and spending time with friends?
Yes, absolutely. So for me, being a girl in a traditional Greek family was extremely challenging because they were very strict. I literally paved the way, and then my brother, decided to come by 3 years later, and then all of a sudden he's going to trips to Europe, and I'm like, what? Where did that come from? I couldn't even leave the front door. So yeah, definitely, for sure.
It sounds a lot like my household with my younger sister. She got away with everything, but me, they were very strict on me.
I'm surprised that you're a boy and you got the strict.
I know. I felt like I had to really fight for everything, and then my sister came along, and it's like, yeah, she can go there, she can do that.
Yeah, we break them in, right?
Exactly. So tell me about growing up with your brother, and tell me about something fun you guys used to do as a family on the weekend that you remember today.
So I think mainly what we used to do is family in general. I think that you've all seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding. So imagine that. Literally every weekend we had constant family over all the time. We were the family that always entertained. So there was constant family over. Obviously, my parents worked during the week. So on the weekends, we kind of just tried to go out or spend time together. It was the 80s, man. Different times. We had to find things to do, right? So for sure, yeah.
Awesome. And birthdays. Tell me about a memorable birthday you remember growing up.
Memorable birthday. Okay. So probably my first birthday I could possibly remember was around 4, and 80s child again. So I remember having this gorgeous poofy dress with the big shoulders, and I just wanted to wear this dress so badly. So that was I was super excited to have that birthday, to wear that dress and be with all the family.
Awesome. And is there a birthday when you've got a little bit older that you maybe don't remember?
No.
Are we sure?
Yes.
Nathan, I got to tell you, man, this girl, she can drink us all under the table. She'd put you to shame. Wow. And you're pretty much number 2. So,
but George, you didn't tell them the secret of what my drink of choice is.
Well, it's Tsipuro.
Tsipuro.
It's next to moonshine. Come on.
Oh, so it's like a concoction of everything.
It's like a 90% liquor. Is it liquor, George? I don't know. Is it liquor or is
alcohol? It's
alcohol, like pure alcohol.
It's like a Greek grappa.
Greek grappa, perfect. Yeah.
So my wife is Polish. They have something similar.
Yeah.
It's called spiritus.
Okay,
and it's 93% proof. Like one of those, and you're in a different world.
Have you drank it?
Yeah, a couple of those, and you're gone. Yeah.
Kat doesn't do a couple. She you're on the floor. And she's like, hey, guys, you want another? She's on 10, and she's totally normal.
Wow.
And you're going to make me sound like an alcoholic.
Oh, man. It's like you can outdrink anybody I know, and you don't get crazy. Like, if I get 2 drinks, you've been out with me. So, I'm naked on a bar somewhere, and you're just like, hey, George, when you get down from there and put some pants on, do you want me to get you another drink?
So true. So George and I have traveled together, right? So we've been through many stages of drinking time. But I think that one of the best parts of having the stability between each other is when George is not drinking, he's able to hold, or things like that, right? No, it's cute. It's fun, for sure.
So let's bring it back to family a little bit now. And tell me the most important lesson your parents taught you growing up.
Wow. Are my parents watching?
No, I don't know. Are they fans of the show?
Of course. Christine videos, come on. No, I think unconditional giving.
Yep.
So give unconditionally. I think that was like ingrained in us as children. We obviously, both of us, my brother and I both still are very much like that. And I think the second one would be strive to be the best. So always try to be the best or do your best. So that's what I would say out of the two major lessons that I can think of right now.
Growing up, who is your best friend? And are you still friends today? And if you're not, do you know where they are today?
So, like, what stage of life? Like early life or midlife? What part? Because it changes. I think as women, right? Like it's hard for us to hold on to. Like some women are blessed and they really truly have friends for a long time. But I think that I had, different really close friends. I think your circle gets smaller as you get older. Childhood, tell me, what do I answer?
Well, no, let's stick on to that for a sec. Do you think that, I mean, and I'm not trying to, give you something you don't know, but you're a very attractive woman. You're very headstrong. You're very confident. Do you find that makes friendships with other females, that can almost make them a little insecure and make it harder for you?
I think it really depends on the person. I don't think that we can talk about it on a broad spectrum. I think it depends on the individuals you deal with. Can it be challenging? Absolutely. Like it's, I think that women have to just focus on empowering other women. And I think when you're in that state and when you're supportive and when you're a true friend and you believe in the person and you're there for the person, I think it's irrelevant of who kind of stays with you. I think the certain individuals will disappear and others will stick by you. So I think to answer your initial question, it's a little bit challenging because, there's different stages we go through in life. And I find that as I get older, personally, the circle gets smaller and it's better because I have quality, right? When you're young, you kind of want to be friends with everyone. And as you get older, you want more quality.
As you get older, you want to be friends with less people. You're like, just stay away from it. It must be hard to be friends with guys. I mean, you're a bit of like as beautiful and as feminine as you play it off. You've got a little bit of a tomboy edge to you because you can shoot the shit with anybody that's around you. You're very confident in yourself. You're very comfortable. But do you find it that guys always have a little bit of an ulterior motive around you? I mean, come on, I'm fucking gay and I have an ulterior motive around you.
Hold this on camera. So no, I think that, to be honest, I love having guy friends. I think it really grounds you. It really changes your thought process. You run things by guys that you wouldn't run things by your girlfriends. I've always had more guy friends than girlfriends growing up. And even, I don't say now, but I think it's more of a balance now. I think that it is challenging sometimes. You get put in difficult positions. But I don't know. How do I answer that?
I don't know. All right, let's move along. Let's move along because Nathan's gonna want to be your friend, and he's married.
Aw, but I'm both your friends already. Come
on. I want to know an embarrassing story.
No.
Come on. We ask everybody, and there might, I could probably think of something. We spent enough time together, but I want to know an embarrassing story, something that maybe I don't even know.
Okay. So think about grade 8. Think about recess. So it's winter time, and there is this area where all the kids kind of hang around for recess. And in this area, there was this little tiny hill that actually froze over. And at the top of the hill, there was a fence. So what the kids at recess would do is run up the hill. I know it sounds crazy, right? And just slide it down. So Katerina is too cool for that. Like, there's no way Katerina is running up a hill on ice and sliding down. So what happens is Katerina finally gets peer pressured and decides to run up the hill. So the person on top, so imagine it's winter, we're wearing gloves, right? Sliding, slippery. Katerina runs up the hill, grabs the glove, and let's go. And face plants down the hill all the way to the bottom. So like blackout, concussion. I look like I went through like 10 rounds of Mike Tyson.
Oh, wow.
That tops the cake. Yeah, that was my most embarrassing moment for sure.
And you haven't had one since?
No.
I'm going to pass you off to Nathan in just a second, but I want to know, being someone now, like, because we're going to talk about a few work things later on, we always do, but being someone that teaches a lot and leads a lot of people, was there a teacher growing up, whether in elementary or high school or university, that really made an impact in your life when you look back and think about it?
I think if I was to pick one, yes, one comes to mind, but I think more so. So I would say Mrs. McGee. So
okay.
What doesn't she sound mean?
No wonder she's watching now.
Right?
If you're watching, please listen.
I think that sometimes the ones that we fear or we don't like or we don't want, the strict ones, she was one of those. Like, I remember at the end of your report card, they would put the next teacher that you're going to get the following year, and you'd read it and you're like, oh my God, I got Mrs. McGee. But I think that having those teachers that are very strict and they have a regiment, I think those are the ones you always learn the most from. So yeah, if for sure, it would have to be her.
Cool.
Mrs. McGee.
Mrs. McGee.
To Mrs. McGee. Now, this is the part of the interview where we might get a little bit saucy here.
Oh.
More?
So, because Katarina, I don't know as much about you, so I've written a few questions down here. So, what's your current status at the moment? Are you single, dating? Are you with someone?
I would say dating.
And what's your definition of dating?
Hold on. Let me put a disclaimer in here. Let me just put a disclaimer in case, things change by the time we air the episode. The episodes are pre-recorded. When you look at Katarina, things can change minute to minute. Maybe the teaser comes out, and by the time the episode comes out, boom. And then the guy's like, oh, really? I'm just saying in case.
And if you're interested, feel free to direct message the Skinterviews. We'll put you in touch with Katarina.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm getting free dating site. I don't even have to pay for it.
We're trying to keep it.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
what's dating?
Yeah, you describe what's dating for you.
Well, I think right now I'm dating one person. So that's pretty much dating for me.
Okay.
I like.
And what's your like dream date? Like, if a guy messages you or catches up with you, you decide that you get on well, he asks you out on a date, what would be like your dream thing to do?
Exactly the opposite of what you would imagine.
Okay.
So I would say the more simple, the better for me. So usually women like to be wined and dined and taken out to the best restaurant, and they want to have a story for the girlfriends. I'm the opposite. So I don't know if I can pinpoint exactly what it would be, but I would want it extremely simple, like maybe a picnic or maybe something that's very low key, more so to get to know the person and spend time with the person. So not so much the extra frills, more so simplicity.
So someone could be doing some research out there right now. So we've been going through an interesting time, and like me being married, I've been sort of living vicariously through my single friends for many years now. But COVID has created a different dating world. What's it been like during this COVID time?
So for me, I don't think I'm the best person to ask that question because I'm really not out there. I don't really do the online thing. Not that I'm against it, because I have many friends that love it. I like more of the organic connection. So I really wouldn't be the best person to ask that question. I think it's very challenging, I can assume. But for me, thankfully, at this point, I'm just dating one person. So I'm okay.
Awesome. Okay, and tell me, when you're dating someone, in your opinion, what's the most annoying thing that you do to someone that you're dating?
I don't know. I'm going to ask him and let you know.
I want to know why I don't know about him.
Well, you will, George. You will.
And while we're on it, before I let Nathan keep going, I hear your phone going down there. Is that him messaging you?
No, I turned it off. It's still going on.
Is that yours or Nathan's then?
I don't know. I don't think it's, I don't know.
I want to know, is he like, what is he messaging? Hi, baby. How are you? What are you doing?
How's George? How's Nathan? How's it going?
Can you tell him that, oh, sorry, I'm chatting to two guys right now. Can I call you back?
Imagine, right? Imagine. You're fine. Sorry.
So what's your one pet peeve when you're dating someone?
Oh my God, I have so many. So I think it's not so much about the person, but I think for me it would be more so like pet peeves in general. So like people that bite their nails drives me crazy.
Ooh,
Ugh.
I'm gone.
Uh-oh. Or when you're at a restaurant and you finish dinner and the plate has been sitting in front of you for 40 minutes, like I want to kill myself. I hate things like that. So little tiny idiosyncrasies, but I don't think there's anything really major. No.
Okay, cool. And lastly, before I hand it back to George, when you start dating someone, are you the one to normally make the first move, or do you normally let the other person make the first move?
So never. I'm old school. I will not speak to you, talk to you, look at you, or anything. You have to be the one, for sure.
I like that.
Sure.
Wow. Are you, do you kiss on the first date?
Oh, George.
It's a kiss. I didn't ask anything more.
Well, it depends on the connection.
There you go.
If there's chemistry, then absolutely. But if there's no chemistry, then no.
Tell me your favorite movie ever.
No, I can't. Can I name you a couple?
Yes.
Okay. So Godfather.
Okay.
Count of Monte Cristo.
That's a good movie.
Wow.
He had good hair.
Oh my God, his hair.
Right? Like his hair.
So I have a secret fetish for hair. That's my dirty secret. So anybody that's watching, make sure you have really good hair.
Look at George.
No, I think and Meet Joe Black. I'm going to put that out there too.
I love
the romance of that movie.
I love Micho Black. Are you into any TV series right now?
No, but Game of Thrones kicks ass all the way.
Really? You know, I couldn't get past season 4.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
If we were making a movie about you,
okay,
what actress would you choose to play your life?
Ooh. Charlize Theron.
Oh,
I can see that.
Right?
And who would you want to play your on-screen lover?
Oh man. Can I pick more than one?
Well, yeah, you're
Cool.
dating, so yes.
So I really have a secret crush on Javier Bardem.
Okay.
He's one of my guys. I know it's crazy. What else? I can't name Greek actors because nobody would know them, but you know,
you might as well.
I have secret fetishes for Greek actors too. No, I think that
Them so that people get to know them.
no, they won't know them. Anyways, I think Javier Bardem. I had a secret crush growing up on Antonio Banderas. I don't know.
So would any of those be enough for you to make the first move, or would you still let them come to you?
Never. I would never.
Wow.
to.
Wow.
Wow. Stubborn.
Stubborn Greek. What do you want?
So let's talk some business. Let's talk some business because we've had a lot of fun, but we'll go back to some fun a bit later. But this is something we ask all our guests, and we get some fantastic answers. But I'm always intrigued to find how people answer this question. What makes our industry so great?
I think I'm sure you both will agree that helping people. So I think that the patient outcomes is ideally what makes our world go round. I think being able to offer not only products, but engaging with clients and allowing them to feel happier, for lack of a better word, because they've been thinking about something or something's been bothering them, or we have the ability to understand and educate them and open their world up to something they probably never even knew about. I think that's the best part about it, our business, for sure.
Cool. And like, you've been in this business for over 15 years now. You've racked up some pretty impressive achievements. So can you talk to us a little bit about some of the achievements you've gained in this industry?
So in the industry as a whole, I think one of the biggest things for myself is the fact that I came from the consumer side and I'm in the distributor side. So I really enjoyed that, the ride of all of that. I think that, you know, I've opened up spas, up to 20 different medical spas amongst different medical companies. And now I'm in the different world at Galderma, where I've achieved inner circle for the last 3 years in a row. And that's top sales in Canada. I'm part of the field intelligence marketing team, which is really cool. So we have a lot of insight and input on a lot of stuff that goes on out there. And my biggest passion, I think, is just training and mentoring different people in the industry, people that go through an initial course with Galderma, and also affiliates on the side.
Congratulations. And for viewers out there that don't know about these industry awards, sometimes you are lucky if you win one of those awards in a whole career. So winning 3 of those awards is pretty special. That's
back to back, right?
Yeah. Is that back to back as well?
3 years, yeah.
Yeah, that's almost unheard of. That's very special. Like, that's top 1% stuff.
Let's get it out here right now. Let's just shoot it out there. Are you going to win it this year?
No comment.
Everybody else from Galderma's like, oh, I'm going to get on the computer and I'm going to start.
Yeah.
Actually, you guys. So, I mean, and a lot of people know people from Galderma and some of your colleagues. And I know you guys don't get to work as much together because reps don't really see other reps until we do like meetings and stuff. But everybody from Galderma is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
So I'm going to interject because the best part, I think it's, first of all, it's my favorite, if you want to call it, job that I've ever had. And that's what really makes it. It's the people. Like, we have such a fantastic team. We are united. We work together. Everybody listens to each other. Everybody hears each other's pain. We figure it all out as a team. So I think as a whole, Galderma, we're rock stars. We're a force. We're amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I would agree with you on that. I think that covers there what, you know, if I were to ask you what you love about Galderma, I mean, the team is a huge part. Is there anything else you would want to mention for people that don't know Galderma or haven't partnered yet with Galderma?
So I think our products speak for themselves. We're not going to get too much into that, but I truly believe that the environment that we host, from colleagues to management to all different elements of the business, we are a premium brand. We are someone that is made to reckon, right? Like, we are the force of the industry. We've done fantastic in the last, 7 years that I've been there. So I think, yeah, it speaks for itself.
And it's easier for me as a third party person to really say that I think you guys have one of the most talented teams of business development managers in the industry, all in one place right now, which is really important, because that means anybody that would partner with one of you guys is going to reap the benefits of success with it. Anyhow, speaking of success,
more.
I don't know how much more you got in you. I mean, you're still a spring chicken. You've got a long time to go. So I don't know how much higher you're going to get there, but it's fair to say that you're somebody that is successful. And whether, I know that's harder for you to say that about yourself and to talk about awards and achievements, but it's fair to say that you're someone that is successful. What would you say to somebody that's just getting in this industry, or someone just meeting you, that you would want to say, this is the recipe for success? And it might have nothing to do with work, right? So what do you think that is, for you at least?
So I would say it's determination, it's passion, it's discipline for sure, and skill. You have to develop skills in a certain area or what you're doing. So I would say those are the 4, in my opinion at least, the 4 strong elements of success.
Have you always had those 4 elements, or did this industry evolve you? Like, did it change you and make you better every day?
So I think passion, it's within, right? So I think with anything you do, if you don't actually feel something or want to feel something or get engaged in something, that's a natural thing that has to come within. So do I think that in this industry? No, I think I had passion, right? So with whatever I kind of put my hands on, I always had the passion. I think determination is always about your goals, right? So you wake up in the morning, you set up your day accordingly, and you have to be determined to achieve those goals. And also discipline falls into that same category. So if you're not disciplined enough to execute consistently, you are not going to develop the skills possibly in order to enhance your success.
Right.
So I think it's almost a marriage of the 4 elements, in my opinion.
So listening to that, then there has been an evolution of yourself, obviously.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Looking back now, okay? Going back, beginning of your career, 15 plus years, you were like 3 years old. What would Katarina of today say to Katarina of yesteryear?
So I would say be patient. I would say be yourself. And I would say be present in your achievements.
I love that.
I think sometimes because we're always on the go, right? You're constantly thinking about the next thing we have to do. Or when we do something really great, it almost kind of loses its luster. So I think that would be my best advice to my past self.
So be patient.
Be yourself and be present.
And be present.
I love that. I'm going to use that.
I love that.
I'm going to steal that from you.
Do it.
Well, I'm going to. I think we're getting close to the end of our interview already.
We are.
Like, I feel like it's been 3 minutes.
Cheers.
It's been so good getting to know you, though, Katarina, before we get to the quickfire questions.
Should we do the quickfire questions, or do you want to get one last question in there, Nathan?
I've got one more question. One last question.
Uh-oh.
This is to both of you. Tell me about this night.
Oh.
I'll be doing some digging on the 2 of you, and I found
what a great picture.
Photo here. Tell me about it.
George, go for it.
Oh my God! So I have a home in the south of Greece in Crete, and my better half is from Cyprus. So we try to go, and we actually met in Greece. So we try to go as often as we possibly can. And that summer, we went down to Crete, and I hadn't been to that house in years. And my partner went down, and his sister came, and then my sister, my non-biological work sister, joined us, and we actually got to spend an amazing time in Crete together in Greece.
Fantastic.
And then we went to Pagos together as well. We vacationed together for it was 2 weeks?
Yeah, a little bit over 2 weeks. It was almost 3.
Almost 3 weeks. Yeah. And that specific night goes right back to the beginning of this interview, where I'm like, we've gotten bottle service, we've drank almost everything, and now it's time to leave. So we finally make the adult decision, because I want to wake up every morning at 8 a.m. to go to the beach, right? And I'm like,
he's horrible. He's like Hitler, okay?
Oh, wow.
Up in your bed, and he's like, "Get up, we're going to the beach." And we just went to sleep like 2 hours ago. Yeah.
So I like going to really remote beaches that take, they're an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, sometimes 4-hour drives. So I'm like, get up, we got to go. So Katarina's like, yeah, no problem. I'll get up. Let's just have one more drink. We're 2 bottles in. We decide to finally leave the bar. It's got to be, 4:30 in the morning.
Greek nights.
Yes. It's a normal night. And then we're walking, and there's a bar next door, and Katarina's like, this place is so pretty. Let's just go. One more drink. We're there for like another 3 hours almost. The sun's coming up.
Yeah.
We're just getting into bed. I'm up half an hour later. And of course, I wake up Katarina, and she's so kind. Like, she acts like a badass and being so tough, but she's so kind. She just opens her eyes. She's like, okay, just give me 5 minutes. And she puts her hair in a ponytail, and she's half asleep, and she's in the car. And all she says, she's like, can we get Ellie some coffee? Because if Ellie doesn't have his coffee, it's the end of the world.
It's true. It's true.
So she's like, can we get Ellie some coffee? And I'm like, do you want coffee? She's like, sure, but I'm just going to take a nap. And she'll sleep all the way to the beach. So that night was that night.
That's so
got me so hammered. And
I'm
she was
coming-
cool. She was
I'm
totally
coming
cool.
next time. I'm coming next
cool.
time.
well, I hope so.
We absolutely, you're coming next time. All right, Katarina. Time for the quick fire questions.
Now I'm nervous.
You're allowed one pass.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. These are rules. You're allowed one pass. Everything else you have to answer.
Okay.
And I don't want you to put too much thought into it. I want you to answer the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Okay. What's your favorite thing in your closet right now?
Red pants.
What is your favorite piece of decoration you bought for the new house?
Golden tree.
Oh, I didn't see it. Did I see it?
What's behind you?
Some of those are my 3 ladies.
But their second favorite. I got to see the golden tree. You'll show us later. What's your guilty food pleasure?
Ooh, crusty bread with olive oil, salt, and oregano. Think I'm Greek or what?
Oh, that is very great.
Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Caramel.
Sour candies or ice cream?
Sour candies.
If you could be from any other decade or era, which would it be?
The 70s.
And your house is on fire. You've gotten the dog out. What 2 things do you run back in and get?
Family photos. And my diffuser.
Okay. iPhone or Android?
Android all the way.
Any tattoos?
Never.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
To read minds.
Do you prefer texting or talking?
Talking.
You can either speak every language in the world or communicate perfectly with Melly, your dog.
Communicate perfectly with men.
You get to have dinner with God and are granted one question. What would you ask?
When am I going to die?
And your ultimate best friend would be Beyonce or Rihanna.
Rihanna.
White or whole wheat?
Neither.
French fries or potato chips?
French fries.
Yoga or Pilates?
Pilates.
Weights or cardio?
Cardio.
Bread baked with olive oil drizzled, salt, pepper, oregano, or sex?
Sex.
Honestly, I would have gone for the bread. I'm just saying. Okay. You're going to the fashion event of the year. Which designer is dressing you?
Versace.
Do you sing in the shower?
No.
What is the last song you sang?
It's Greek.
What's your dream vacation spot?
Greece.
And a place you haven't traveled to but is on your bucket list?
Maldives, something like that. Whatever it's called. Yeah.
The name of the guy that you're dating?
No.
Almost got her.
Is that your pass? Is that your pass?
Is that my what?
Is that your one pass?
No, that was a no.
His name is No.
I'm going to be like, hi, No. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm yes. Nathan or me?
Neither.
Oh.
I don't think we've ever gotten a neither. That was a first.
We both got blown off.
You
there.
Don't make me pick. That's like I plead the 5th.
Oh my God. We've never both been blown off.
I don't know if I feel worse about both of us being blown off or just when I get blown off.
No. Neither meant to plead the 5th. That's what I meant to say. Don't take
I was
it.
about to give you a really nice compliment as well. Because when you talked about the 70s, it reminded me of the 70s show, and you look like Mila Kunis
Oh,
of the 70s
I've
show.
heard that before.
Like a lot.
Like, seriously though, think about this. Like when I say neither, I can't pick. I meant. Don't take it personal.
Yo, we got shut down hard.
She's trying to dig herself out of the hole now.
Now I feel horrible.
Well,
Yeah.
I hope, you know what, George? I hope no is worth it.
Well, listen, Nathan, she said no to me at 6, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 30.
So bad.
Kat, I'm going to let Nathan ask you the last 2 questions before we close the show. I want to say thank you so much for being here. As we talk like a couple times a week, so it's no surprise to me that we had fun, but it does surprise me that there was so much we still had to talk about, which is like every conversation we always have. And I absolutely love you. And I hope your mother's watching because I absolutely love her. Christine Pagos is like one of my all-time favorite people in the whole wide world. And she calls me her son, and I call her my mom, even though she could be my sister because she looks like she's 20 and she's a complete knockout. But anyways.
She loves you too.
Maybe we'll get her on the show. We should have gotten her on the show. Anyhow.
What a show.
So I thank you for coming on today, and I thank you for the impact you make in our industry, and I thank you for one day asking some guy at a wedding if you know anybody that does sales, because look at us now, all these years later.
Thank you. Come on.
I love you, and I can't wait to go to Greece together. Let's just go.
Let's go.
Yeah, and before I ask the questions, I have to give you a big thank you as well, because if you didn't get George back into this industry, we would have never created Skinterviews and the Revenue Doctors, and I wouldn't be sitting here today getting to know you, and it's been a pleasure to get to know you tonight.
Yo, what's wrong with you? Don't tell her that crap. She's going to want royalties.
You know what I was going to say? I was going to say you both are so brilliant. You both balance each other so well. I'm super proud of both of you.
Thank you.
Go, 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 go. Like, sky's the limit. You guys are pushing it. You guys are being, outside the box. You're doing amazing things, and forget about proud like a mama, like I'm a proud mama. I feel like so excited because I think you're really stepping outside the box, like I said, but really creating a new vibe for our industry. And I love it. And I wish you guys all the success and excess.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And
thank you for picking neither of us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And because we're called Skinterviews, we always have to bring it back to the skin.
Mm-hmm.
So, Caterina Paggos, what are you treating your skin with at the moment? What's your skincare routine?
So I basically, cleanser, toner, moisturizer. I exfoliate once a week, and I do a mask once a week. You want the actual product?
No, that's totally. Unless you want to plug a product that you're using.
No.
No. And lastly, who would you like us to see interview next? And can you help make that happen for us?
Okay, so here's my makeup section. I would like to see you interview each other.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, we haven't thought about that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right.
I will volunteer to be the co-host while interviewing. How about that?
Okay. I kind of like that concept. We'll have to think about how we do that.
Yeah.
All right.
That would be brilliant.
We'll put some thought into it.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, Katarina, we're gonna actually park you backstage. Don't go anywhere because we're gonna say goodnight, and we're gonna go to a quick message from our sponsors, and I'll be right back to say goodnight to our viewers. Again, thank you for being here. Katarina is the senior business partner at Galderma. Please go follow her at Caterina Paggos on her Instagram. Professionally, if you have questions for her, you can find her on LinkedIn at Caterina Paggos. And of course, you can always go to galderma.ca, galdermacanada.ca, sorry about that, and find a business development manager. They're all amazing. The whole team is amazing, and they're led by amazing people for somebody in your area. Thank you again for being here. Here's a quick message from our sponsor, and I'll be right back to say goodnight. Life has an amazing way of bringing certain people into your network and into your circle for a variety of reasons. And I mean, our guest tonight, I've known them since I was 5 or 6 years old. We've grown up as family friends. We've gone in and out of each other's lives. We've probably been very close at times and very not close at others. And the beauty of it is that as we grow into more of an adult phase, whatever that age might be for everyone, to have those kind of people in your life is absolutely incredible and so special. And then to know that you work in the same industry and you have people you can lean on and people you respect and people you can ask questions to and get advice from is so monumental for making your work life full. I think that's the best way to say it, full. And I want to focus on what Katarina said today, because we've been hearing it consistently from almost every single person we ask. Be patient, be yourself, and be present in your achievements. So for all the people that are out there that are working in our industry, we've been kind of in this wishy-washy wave of what's been going on in COVID, and I'm sure every industry is, but this show's about ours. So if you're listening, be patient and be present in your achievement. Every single day that you survive what's happening right now, and every single day that you do something a little more, and most importantly, you learn more, is a massive achievement. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Again, if you would like to be on our show, or you have someone you'd like to recommend on our show, or you find out someone's going to be on our show, because you can check it out at therevenuedoctors.com. If you go to season 2, you'll see our upcoming guests. And you want us to ask them a specific question, or you have a question you'd like to ask in general to one of our doctors, nurses, industry people, send it over. Go to Instagram at skin.terviews. Of course, you can find us on Facebook and LinkedIn under Skinterviews by Nathan and George. Again, always a massive thank you to Fullscript, who sponsored this entire second season. And I want you all to have a wonderful night. I want you all to be patient. I want you all to be yourself and to be present in your achievement. It's an achievement that you have time to watch us today, because if you don't, you can also listen to us as a podcast. Have a wonderful day, evening, and night. And don't forget to take care of your skin, or I'll kick your butt. Take care.